It's time to work, but you grab your phone and you quickly scroll. You open Facebook to see what your friends are up to. You open TikTok for a quick scroll and a quick dopamine hit, and suddenly you wasted 1, 2, maybe 3 hours and you didn't do any work. And if you did some work, you were unfocused. Let's say you started working, let's say wrote a few scripts for a few YouTube videos, but then you wanted to grab your phone and check again what your friends are up to. Maybe someone is doing something interesting and something fun. Then you start working, but again you want to grab your phone, maybe to see this TikTok this time. You can't focus. I was this person. I couldn't focus. Even though I thought I was working, even though I thought I was productive, in reality, I was not focused. Yes, I was busy, but I was not productive. I was working, but I didn't produce the results that I wanted. And the reason is because I couldn't focus. Before I share with you the method that you can use to have Hulk-like focus, I want to introduce myself. My name is Berk, and I built a 6-figure coaching business in the last few years. And now I help coaches scale their own businesses, and they don't pay unless I help them scale. If you're curious to know how I do this, you can check the first link in the description. But now let's come back to the topic and think about how can we focus so we can produce the results that we want. This is the ultimate question that almost everyone asks me. Hey Berk, how you focus for so long and how you do so much. And right now, even you probably will notice in the next videos, I wear the same t-shirt because in this deep work session, I will record at least 5 videos. And it requires focus. It requires focus to get such a results. And the first tip I can give you when it comes to being focused is to remove all of the distractions. Yes, it's obvious, it's super simple, but you have to remove all of the distractions. Instead of thinking, how can I be more focused? What is the next strategy for me to be more focused? You want to use reverse engineering and think about the distractions you have. Because when you have no distractions, guess what happens? You're focused. Simple as that. I want you to think about for a moment, what kind of distractions do you have right now? Is it your phone? For 99% of people, it is their phone. Is it your PC? Maybe you work and you open a different tab. Maybe you have multiple tabs opened. The first thing you want to do is to figure out what is the distraction. And then instead of trying to fight or resist this distraction, the best thing you can do is to just remove it. Because if I'm about to resist grabbing my phone and looking at on social media, it is hard. It's hard. Like, I don't have this willpower, same as 99% of people. We don't have like this high willpower like monks. No, we don't have it. We tend to just grab the thing that distracts us and do it anyway, even though we know it is hard. So the first thing is to not trying to resist the distractions. The first thing is to literally eliminate all of the distractions. For example, you can have 2 phones, like that's what I have. One is for business, one is for recording, and one is for personal use. But if you just have one phone, the best thing that you can do is to turn on the airplane mode. Yes, turn on the airplane mode. Yes, you might miss some calls. Yeah, you might miss some messages from friends, but are they that important? Or let's be honest, how many people actually message you for something important throughout the day? Probably no one. So why don't you turn on your phone in airplane mode? Because this way you have no motivation to grab it. Because if the phone is in airplane mode, what I'm going to do? Nothing. I don't have internet, I don't have notifications, I don't have these dopamine hits. And if you want to take this on the next level, which is something that I do recommend, because getting your phone and turning off the airplane mode, it's super simple, isn't it? Instead, you want to put your phone in a different room. You can maybe put it somewhere, let's say in your wardrobe. You can put it in a different room. You can lock it. That's extreme level discipline. But extreme results require extreme solutions. So the first thing, remove the distractions. And that's how you can remove your phone. But if you don't want to be that extreme, like if your work requires your phone, you want to make all the things unsexy. For example, the way I did this when I had all of my work on just one phone, I would just turn on the grayscale mode on. Everything is black and white. Do I have the motivation to scroll on TikTok after that? No, I don't have it because TikTok is not sexy anymore. Like, everything is black and white. I don't have the same dopamine hits. The same is for Facebook, for YouTube, for every other platform. Just make it unsexy. Simple as that. And if you work, let's say, on your PC, my recommendation to be focused is to have one tab opened, to work on one task and be focused only on that. Don't try to have 10 tabs opened. That was me previously. I thought that was productive. Having that tab opened, consistently switching off, being like this cool kid that you see on TV, on movies. They work a lot, they type a lot in the keyboard. But in reality, that's not what focus looks like. Focus is just one tab open and working on one task at the time. You can even install Newsfeed Eradicator if you tend to open Facebook and quickly scroll. That's what I did. You can also install some blockers for YouTube, or you can install blockers for literally everything that is distracting you. And this way you can also make everything unsexy. And that's how you actually focus. You probably think this is something new, fancy tactic that I was about to share with you. But no, being focused is not about adding more things, like thinking about different strategies. Being focused means that you have no distractions. How do you remove your distractions? By first of all, identifying what are these distractions. Most likely it is your phone or your laptop, then removing them and working. Of course, this is a deeper problem that comes from dopamine, which is of course the main thing that we seek when it comes to grabbing our phone or scrolling. And the best way to do this is by doing some sort of dopamine detox. Of course, you can find a lot of videos in the internet that teach you how to do dopamine detox, and they can be helpful. So if you want, you can give it a try, and you can see later on that you don't even need this anymore because you don't seek for this dopamine. Like, you reset your system. It is simple as that. I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope you'll be more focused now and you will implement what I told you. And don't forget to subscribe for my channel for more valuable videos like this.